toxic masculinity.
Apparently, now hiking is racist. All right, hiking has a diversity problem. So the LA Times has published this article, and this is actually something I noticed a while back. I tried to find articles on this, other articles, other things, but I noticed this a while back that PBS was actually posting ads about black people hiking in the woods and about how they needed to fill up spaces that were too white with people of color, because because it was somehow bad that there were places in America that were too white, that had a majority white people and didn't really have any representation of people of color, and therefore people of color needed to make their, hey buddy, all right, we get a little bit of a guest star here, needed to make their presence known in the woods. And so let's go ahead and read this. So they're still up to their old games, demanding that the woods be filled with people of color here in America. It's okay, let's see here. Longtime oppression. Asking, what are you doing, buddy? You're stealing the show. This is highly embarrassing, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize. Oh, now he's showing you his bum. All right,
actually, that's the sign of the not the respect from the cat. Like, I heard something like this. Yeah, that means he likes you.
It's a sign of respect.
That's the most vulnerable space.
I've often said that about women. Sorry. I don't know. That just came to me. Bad joke. All right. Let's try to read this. It could have been far worse. That was a
Okay.
Look at this. She hardly ever laughs at my jokes. You notice that, guys? She'll occasionally give me like a charity laugh. But this one, she's trying not to cry. More than 76,000 citizens in the San Francisco Bay Area found themselves without power last month because of high winds from the previous night's storm. Power outages have become an increasingly common problem in the United States. Research shows that the average American experiences 7.8 hours of power outages per year. That's doubled from 2016, and the trend is likely to keep growing. That's why I highly recommend the Lightbug. The Lightbug is solar powered. Check this out. You see this? This is a solar panel. You put this outside, you let it charge up, and then you've got a light for all night if you want. And it's super freaking bright. Check this out. Yeah, you can't even see me. It's so bright. And I sometimes actually use this as a film light. You see how bright that is? And that competes in the daytime with the sunlight outside coming in from the back. And that's a pretty hard thing to do. This is a very bright light. And what's more, you can charge other stuff with it. You can just plug your phone into this and you can charge your phone. It's fantastic. It's also obviously very portable. With this light, you are never going to have to worry about a blackout again. The Lightbug could be the difference between life or death. Get the Lightbug for 20% off during the Valentine's Month special by going to www.lightbug.com. That's LYTEBUG.com, or click on the link in the description below. Let's see here. Longtime oppression and historical barriers have kept many people of color from feeling comfortable in the American outdoors. Now that may be changing. Groups in Southern California and around the nation have made it their goal to introduce people of color to nature in a positive way. We want to just ease them in. We know nature can be scary, so we want to introduce them to nature in a positive way. Their mission is to remove barriers and to help people experience the connection, whether they're seeking fitness, healing, personal accomplishment, or knowledge about the outdoors, about all the outdoors has to offer. For many, the first step is going on a hike. Here are the groups working toward a more diverse outdoors. Okay. And then they list these: Latino outdoors, hike club, black neighborhood, black girls trekking, outdoor Asian. Oh my God. Is it really called outdoor Asian? Outdoor Asian. I'm sure my buddy Kurt would have a good joke about that. He, after all, is Asian.
Half Asian.
Let's see here. Disabled hikers and American Hiking Society. Well, I imagine disabled hikers is probably a good one, but the rest of these are absurd. Okay, so here's the reason why I think this is so stupid. Like I said, I saw this PBS thing where they were posting these ads about how we needed to put people of color in spaces that are dominated by white bodies, or something like that. That's how they talk. The leftists are crazy. But so I started looking this stuff up, and you see this all over the place. This was July 2020. America's national parks face an existential crisis over race. It's an existential crisis. Check this out, folks. All right. Now, keep in mind that I think white people make up something like 60% of the population. 58% now. We're reducing in our numbers. But apparently in the national parks, they did a 10-year survey that indicated that 77% of people that are visiting the national parks are white. And so this guy, David Vela, says, well, that tells me we've got a lot of work to do. No, it doesn't. Those numbers are fine. That's fine. If 77%, because here's the thing, guys, and this is why this all pisses me off so much. It may be, and hold your breath, this is going to sound very provocative and controversial. I don't know if you guys can take it. It might be want to sit down for this. It might just be that white people like to go out exploring in the woods more than other people.
Well, if they will take swimming, that will be like 99% white and 1% black.
Well, but then you got Hispanics and Arab people and all kinds of people.
Okay, 95.
95. It is true for some reason that white people like swimming more than other races, it seems.
I don't know why, but black people are afraid of swimming.
Yeah, I have a black friend, and we did a photo shoot once, and we went into a pool, this black girl that I know, and she freaked out. And she just kept yelling, black people don't swim, black people don't swim.
So water is racist or what?
Yeah, water is racist. Well, I don't know. It's a cultural thing, I guess. Black people don't learn to swim or something. I don't really know. But black people don't like it. They don't like swimming. I don't know. It's kind of a thing. But yeah, the national parks thing, it could just be a matter of taste. It could just be a matter of preference. I posted about this on Twitter, and somebody posted, what did they write exactly? They go, okay, they said something like, because all of us with black friends know how much black people have been desperate to get into the woods all these years. Like, they're always talking about going hiking and skiing and stuff. Like, there are certain cultural differences. I don't know if it's just purely cultural or there's some kind of genetic component that provides people a predisposition towards something. But see, like, this is sort of the difference between what we're talking about when we talk about equity versus equality, right? Literally, everyone has the opportunity to go skiing. If you have enough money to get a lift ticket and ski rentals. And that can be a little bit expensive. But poor white people are just as screwed as poor anybody else. Like, if you're poor and you're a black person or Hispanic, maybe it's more difficult for you to go skiing. But it's also more difficult for you to go skiing if you're white and you're poor. So it's an equal opportunity. Cost is an equal opportunity barrier to entry. But everybody can walk in the woods. Literally everybody can walk in the woods. Everybody can go hiking. You just got to drive out there. Anybody can go camping. I mean, camping is really cheap. Camping is actually cheaper than normal living. It's rent-free. Unless you go to a campground, then you got to pay the campground fee, which are getting more expensive these days. But when I was growing up, anybody could go. I don't know. It just, it's kind of a funny thing. I have kind of read up a little bit on the history of camping. Because it used to be something that we did regularly to survive, human beings, camping. It was just called living normal life, right? Thousands of years ago when we were living in caves and stuff. But eventually we developed something called civilization, and we were like, oh, great, we don't have to live in the outdoors anymore. And then after, a few thousand years of that, people were like, oh, what would be fun? To go live like cavemen again. That'd be quite fun, wouldn't it? And this thing called camping took off and became a huge thing in America. But it seemed to only really become a thing with white Americans. And it's okay. I mean, it's not necessary. Look, I don't know if everybody thinks that's like, I know lots of white people that don't like camping, that don't like hiking, that don't like any of that kind of stuff. In fact, Valeria is one of those people. I've tried to convince you to go camping with me, and you always say, if you have a really nice trailer, like a super glamorous trailer where you can have your whole makeup.
It's not about makeup. It's about shower, hot water. I hate freezing. Like, I need hot water. I'm taking shower morning, evening.
Yeah,
if there is no shower,
yeah.
I'm not going there.
Yeah. Now I'm from Oregon. We literally grew up. I mean, I can't. We went camping probably several times a year, or hiking, or something kind of like that. We went into the woods all the time. I mean, we're practically living in the woods. In Oregon, camping is like a way of life. So I grew up with that. But you know, it's funny. You grew up in a village in the woods as well.
Well, we could do like we could go camping, but just for a day.
Yeah.
Go in the morning, come back in the evening.
Yeah, yeah. Look, the point I'm trying to make is, so they've been doing this for a while, right? These women are changing the face of outdoor recreation. They got this whole story about how, you know, they're getting people of color out in the woods. So they've been talking about this crap for a while, right? The nature gap, confronting racial and economic disparities in the destruction and protection of nature in America. Look, Black people can go camping, Hispanic people go camping, Arabs can go camping, whoever they want can go camping. You don't need organizations to tell them go camping. It's weird. It's a weird thing. It's like, look, there's this thing that white people like to do, but not a lot of other kinds of people like to do it. I think we need to make an organization. We need to set something up so that we can convince these other groups that they need to also come in and do it too. Because it's just not good.
I think the next step is going to be you can go camp or visit national park for free if you're not white. They can do this, and I'm sure they will. They probably like, you don't have to pay anything if you're not white.
It's so. And
stupid. We will pay you if you are Black.
Yeah.
See,
yeah,
there you are.
You because we need more representation in the woods. Oh my God, it's so stupid. Look, maybe they don't want to go out in the woods. Don't make groups that encourage people to go out in the woods that don't want to go in the woods, all right? Just let them stay home, you know, go to work, hang out with their families, do whatever it is they want to do indoors or wherever they want, okay? If they want to go camping, let them go camping, you know, but you don't have to, like, push them into it. So it's such a weird thing. Let people do what they want to do. People can make their own decisions, all right? A lot of these folks out there in the world, they can make choices for themselves. They're grown-up folks, all right? It's so freaking patronizing. It's just so bad. The left is so bad. They think they treat minorities as if they're children. They treat minorities as if they're children. Look, we know that you don't understand that camping's good, but it is. So we're gonna bring you out into the woods because you're Black and you don't understand. I mean, just let them do whatever they want to do. You're not gonna. My God, the left is so stupid. All right, next story. Sorry, I'm pissed off again now. Next story.
Columbia University will hold 6 graduation ceremonies according to students' race and chosen identities.
Toxic Masculinity. Weekdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific.